What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. This is gonna be my last live before I hit 25,000 subscribers soon. So, yes, I hope you guys are having a good morning, and a good afternoon, and a good night, man. Give me a second, guys. I gotta set up the phone. Hope you guys are doing great. Right now it's 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, so it's probably 5:30 right around the Chicago Midwest area, and probably 4:30 in the afternoon in California. So we're hanging out a little early today. I'm only gonna be on here for 1 hour though, and I have to be strict about it. I'm hanging out with my lady on tonight, so won't be able to just go hop on live and talk with you guys. But I hope you're having an amazing day. What's going on, Michael? What's going on, Curry, man? Yo, y'all guys always signing in and saying what's up, man. So for the people that's going to be joining in, if you guys missed my last two lives, this is another chance for you guys to ask me some questions. We talked for a bit, as promised. For a few of the people that are jumping in, it is basically happy hour, right? It is happy hour, right? So guess what? If it's happy hour, I got my margarita here. So as I promised earlier yesterday, you guys better get a drink, a smoke, or get something to eat. We're gonna hang out for an hour. We're gonna talk shit because I'm just super appreciative of you guys and all you guys do by watching my videos, liking, commenting, sharing. I'm just super thankful for it. And without you guys, there'll be no boost in motion. Period. That's it. But anyways, man, let's go. Let's talk. If you have any liquor, scotch, brandy, cognac, rum, vodka, weed, food. Well, I have some of my bosses that's on here too, so I don't know. I don't do weed at all, but liquor, yeah, we can definitely do that on video. What's going on, Scrape? What's going on, man? Rand, what's up? All right, tell lady to join, make it a date night. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm getting too drunk out here. But that's a good question, Curry. Curry, if people are watching, would you guys like to see women on the channel? I don't mean like talking on video. I mean, of course, y'all would like to see women on the video talking, but I do have a few friends of mine that are females, of course, and they do cosplay. If you guys know what cosplay is, they dress up like characters, and they have on the sexy outfits. So, would you guys be, might have a one-off video where I don't know, one or two characters are dressed up as a sexy character and they're dropping the Q50. What you guys think about that? Just comment below and tell me what you think if you guys would like to see something like that. Because I can do it. It's not a problem. What's going on, Lamar? What's going on, Brunson? We don't like, okay. Okay, so Michael asks, what don't you like about the 2020 Q50? It's the same Q50 from 2014. 2016. It's the same thing. What I do like is that they finally incorporated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with it, and that's what I do like about it. But the dislikes is it's the same car for basically for the same 6, 7 years. That's necessary. There was really no big changes. Okay, cool. Hey, what's going on, John? John's in the chat. What's up? Waiting for my Q50 one-piece drop shaft and RSR DDS compatible coilover should be here soon. That's actually great. That's actually super dope, man. I wonder if you can adjust the firmness with the RSR DDS compatible coilovers. Because if you guys have Red Sports, you guys could change the stiffness of the suspension. It ain't a crazy change, but it's a change nonetheless. So I wonder if that's actually that function actually works. Okay, what's up? Thanks. Peck, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up? Okay, can't stay, but cheers. Thank you, man. Racine, appreciate that. What are you drinking, Boost? Margarita time. It's happy hour, brother. It's happy hour. Kurt, also just sold the M56 SS to my bro. Sad to see it going, but love that car. The M56 XS is pretty freaking rare. Hopefully he takes good care of that car. I don't know if he has the aero kit, but if he has the one with the aero kit, please don't crash it. Please. Oh yeah, okay, get them dressed up and as your turbos and belts. That's a good one, Scrape. I like that one. Okay, just turn into the Mr. Organic or turn in. Okay, cool. Sold out show with that. Some sexy Star Trek babes. Yeah, Yo, listen, I know two girls who do cosplay, and they're really cool. And I was like, maybe it'll be something different, something, yeah, everyone likes eye candy, so I'll give it a shot. Is there any difference between the S exhaust and the Red Sport muffler? From what I know, Gordon, flow wise, they're all the same architecture. The exhaust isn't any thicker. It's just that the AXLEBACK has different tips from what I know. It's not like the 370Z where you have like a Nismo exhaust, or you'll have Nimble's Nismo exhaust, which means the AXLEBACK is bigger, and also I'll have a H pipe rather than a regular X pipe design from the exhaust. So it's still the same exhaust. Scrape. I just got the Hotchkiss all-wheel drive front and rear sway bars. Wait, they make okay, Scrape. So you must got G37. I don't remember them making all-wheel drive front upgraded sway bar for the Q50. I know they make it for the G37 and the C1 subframe collars. I've heard good things about the subframe collars. Maybe I should purchase them. Hit the like button if you think I should purchase them. Get the likes up, guys. But I've heard good things about the subframe collars. I just never installed or I felt a car with the change in it. So maybe I'll look into doing so. John, can't shut off my fake exhaust on the new ones. Yes, it works. Drive mode changes to ride with them. That's why I got them. That's great, John. So that's good. I'll do some more research on the RSR, but that's good that you can be able to adjust the dampering just from the toggle itself. That's amazing. Anybody with an M56 cut out the splash guard in the airbox, improves airflow supremely. I wouldn't know, but I don't know what it would do. I don't remember the design of the M56 OEM airbox, but most people, like in the Maxima days, what they used to do was like take out. They used to put the panel filter in and take off the clip so that it can still suck in and just hold the filter in so that no debris can get in. And usually it improves airflow, but day-to-day traffic is still sucking in hot air engine bay. So it is what it is. It's probably better for you, Kurt, to just get like an admin tune Z1 Motorsports STILLEN intakes and just have them extended so they could come in front of in back of the grill in front of the radiator. That's what some people usually jimmy rig it that way. I'm thinking about getting a Q60 Silver Sport or Q50 Red Sport. What would you say the pros and cons? Simple, Lamar. 4 doors for more holes. But in all seriousness, though, the coupe is sexier to me, in my opinion. The coupe is sexy, but it's limited based on size, and the trunk space is a lot smaller. Sedan, guess what? The sedan is more common, unfortunately, so it's nothing really special about it, unfortunately. You have more room, more versatile, but otherwise than that, that's really it. They're pretty much the same architecture. It's just, do you see yourself driving around with a lot more people in the car or less people? Do you want more trunk space or less trunk space? Do you want something more sporty-ish looking as a coupe, or do you want a 4-door? It's up to you. Do you think that it's worth spending money on big brands such as AMS and Z1, or do you think companies like Megan Racing, PLM, and Berger Motorsports are good? Mr. Infinity, what's up, man? I appreciate that comment. To be quite honest, I am budget on motion and boost on a budget, as people call me. You should spend money on the quality parts. For instance, if you go buy a turbo, I don't think you should go buy an eBay brand turbo kit. And I don't mean eBay brand, but like those cheap Taiwanese, Chinese turbo kits, because longevity-wise, they're gonna probably blow. Spend the money on who did the R&D, such as Garrett and Honeywell. Okay, but when it comes to lower downpipes, I'm an advocate of you guys saving money. Yes, some people are like to have brands that are similar, but you're not going to gain any more horsepower going with AAM lower downpipes versus Megan lower downpipes. The construction is a lot better in the AAM, which is like $700, but the Megan lower downpipes are just as good and it can get the job done. They just use different steel. That's honestly it. AMS is great. They have their fitment. That's also what you pay for when you usually get the expensive brand. You want to be able to not have fitment issues. But I realize that really applies to like turbo kits for people's cars and or exhaust, like CATBACK exhaust, to make sure the fitment is good. But a lot of these cheaper companies have been doing good when it comes to fitment. Guys, grab a shot with me, man. I'm hanging out with you guys for 45 more minutes, man. Come on. It's happy hour, man. It's happy hour. Well, it's happy hour over here, and it should be happy hour wherever you at too. Um, Okay, also the Y pipe needs to be 2.5-inch X pipe and take out the uncensored cats. Sound spool so good. How can I load a sound clip to you? At Kurt Close, just send it to me either on boostinmotion on Facebook, boostinmotion, or boostinmotion on IG. Reason being is I can download the clip. The emails, I really can't get the large clips like that, so that's why I recommend those two social medias. Also, guys, if you already haven't added me, please go like my page on Facebook, Boost in Motion. I'm trying to get 1,000 likes before tomorrow. I was trying to get 25,000 subscribers before tomorrow too, but it is what it is. Both ways, like I said earlier, you shoot for the moon, but you land on the stars. You're gonna be good regardless. And I'm appreciative of all you guys watching. The overdrive anti-sway bars are out, but you can't just get the front. Much different than the front. Okay, cool. I live in Denver. 5200 Alto. I have 4 volts 3.7. I'm gonna get street tuned locally here. How don't not okay? How not okay? How don't not keep pulling hair out with buyer's remorse for not getting a VR? Frazier, to be quite honest, man, you know how you don't get upset. You really don't have to worry about nothing. That car will be reliable to you. It will treat you good every day. Yeah, starter might go out. Okay, that's all right. That's usual. But the car will treat you good. And at some point, you may consider looking into supercharging the car. You may consider to do so. Or are you okay with that power? It's really up to you. Um, I'm not an advocate to tell people to sell a 3.7. I miss my 3.7. I miss revving that girl out. But I had the choice to go up to a 3.0, and I did so. Knowing that the 3.0 is getting a lot more affordable, if you do consider doing it down the line, you can. It is a lot easier to make power in this car. Once you get it, you'll see how simple it is to just buy a few components and gain 100 to 150 horsepower, literally. But you have to be okay with it though. But no, it's a good question, man. I was in that same position. I did cut out the splash card to pull it out. Okay, hey there, Boost in Motion. I'm a big fan. Some big question: how much wheel horsepower can we get out of stock turbos? And thank you, Carlos had asked that. I'm gonna come out with a video because people have been asking that on the last 2 lives. On the stock turbos, on E85 fuel, stock turbos, E85 fuel, 480 to 510 wheel horsepower with breathing modifications and E85. That's it. That's the most you're gonna get out of those turbos with E85. On 93 fuel, it's right around 450 to 460 wheel horsepower, and 91 fuel between 420 to about 450, depending on altitude and temperature. Full bolt on. All right. Hey there, Boost. Hey, Boost Motion. Okay, cool. What do you think makes better turbos, HCAS or Garrett? Well, Garrett makes turbos for OEM manufacturers, so you would assume that they would be better. HCAS, I'm not very familiar with making turbos. I don't even know if they make turbos. Yeah, literally. But usually when a brand is making turbos, that means that you have a brand that is like, I'm HCAS. But they can go to, let's say, a manufacturing company that makes turbos and have their names stamped on a turbo, and that's it. That can be done. So I don't know if HKS what HKS does, but I know Garrett is like one of those OEM manufacturers that make turbos, just like Honeywell too. I thought, cool. I'm thinking 2020 comes with V6. Well, the new TLX. They released that horsepower range. We don't know if that's going to be the final horsepower number, but what I'm super interested with that new V6 from Acura, is it going to be a hot V? I wonder if it's going to be a hot V, because if it's a hot V, then that means it's going to have so much potential. One is because hot V is so cool because the exhaust gases actually go in the middle of the valley of the engine. Right now, our turbos are on the side. But the hot V, the exhaust is actually coming out in the middle, and they'll come out the middle, and they'll have a single turbo there. That means that you can just take that turbo out, bloop, put a big turbo in it, and send it. The only thing I don't like about this is I believe this car is going to be transverse mount all-wheel drive. That means it's like a Maxima with an all-wheel drive system. The engine sits sideways. I don't like those. I don't like transverse mounted motors. in the sense of all-wheel drive. It's not a true sports car. It'll be good in a straight line, but handling wise, it's going to be very nose heavy. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like the Volkswagens and the Audis of back in the day. They're going to have a shitload of understeer. Can we run E30 mix on stock fuel pumps with JV4? That's what Leo. That's what Burger Tuning has done with all their maps. They've run 91 fuel on E30 mix just to see if they could gain a bit more consistent power, and it allows them to not run into much detonation and have better horsepower numbers. So yes, it can be done on stock pumps. It can be done, but if you are a red sport and you're trying to push too high, you will run into fuel restrictions because the stock pumps and or the stock tune will try to load up and or richen up the fuel ratio. So you got to be able to just run like map 1 or map 2 in red sports and not really go above that, honestly. Frazier could get a supercharger. Howdy, what's going on, Diamond? 2017 came with the 17-inch tires. Does that mean I lose speed or going to the big tires and running quicker? No, at a vote. What's going on, man? Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me again. If you go with 20-inch wheels or 19-inch wheels, it just depends on how heavy the wheels are. I mean, the 17s are pretty decently heavy, but if you go with really heavy wheels, yeah, you would feel the car will feel different. When you go with different tires and or wheels, it changes up the whole driving characteristics of the car because it affects it. It is it is unsprung weight, so this changes the dynamics of the car super fast and super quick. But to be honest, I would recommend just going with a decent tire brand. You get any wheels you want, and you just learn it. You learn to go through it. This is car modification, man. You gotta get your feet wet a little bit. You know, gotta get started, man. The man went live 3 days in a row. I dare y'all to hit the like button. Thank you, Scrape, man. Thank you, man. Listen, I wasn't trying to really make any videos coming to August 1st. I was just like, you know what? I just want to talk with you guys, and I just want to be thankful to spending time with you guys every day for the last 3 days. And tomorrow's August 1st. I'm probably not gonna put no videos up this weekend or anything like that, but I'm just super appreciative of all you guys who've been hanging out with me. You guys don't even understand. I'm super appreciative of it, man. Would you ever do a sound system in your queue? Jordan, someone was talking to me about this earlier. We were talking, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I used to do sound systems in my Maxima. I used to have EVs, piles. I had 2 different amps, 1 4-channel amp, 1 single channel just for the bass. This is something I used to do Maxima days. Like I did it with my hands. Like I was really hands-on. But as I got older, I'm so much more lazy. I'm just super lazy now. I don't really care for that stuff anymore. I do appreciate a good sound system. I wanted to do a better upgraded system in this car because I don't have Bose. But at this current moment, I'm just going to hold back on possibly doing the system because I still don't know if I'm going to keep this car. I may trade this car back in and just get another Q50 or maybe a Q60. We'll see what happens in the next 6 months. All right. Ayo, you're inching to modify. Yo, man, bend over. Take it. That name, bend over. Yo, man, I gotta take a shot to that one. That one always makes me laugh. But it's when you're ready, man. Don't rush it. Thank you, dude. I love my 3.7. Just got one. 3.7 will treat you good, man. I'm going pure turbos, good 500 horsepower. OEM 93 4-ish. Yeah, we talked about that before, John. Yeah, you can have a detune map running less power on 93, saving fuel, and then you have full kill mode map, and then you can freaking send it. Straight bend over, just do it. Love your channel. Have a 2018 Maxima. Can you talk more about Maxima days content? Well, to be honest, just briefly say it. I have a 3.0 Maxima, 4th gen. I had the 300ZX BBK in the front. Had a 3-inch intake, Mishimoto radiator. I did, I think they had the torque links for that car. I had a load on the SE 16-inch wheels. I had the G37s. I had the, the Melgi wheels. I had those 2. I had that car was done up nice. I had the YPIPE. What was that company that made the YPIPE that everyone, was it Frankfurt YPIPE? I forgot the company. But that was that NDP, NWP Performance or whatever, those brands and stuff. Like I've had that stuff. It was cool. I had the 2-inch I had the Megan CATBACK with the YPIPE. I never got the cartoon because you couldn't tune it back then. You couldn't do that. Then I upgraded to 3.5, and that's when I started doing a lot. That was when I did the SSIM block off plate, gutted the manifold. I added 3-inch intake, true cold air intake. That car had an oil cooler. I added an oil cooler. I added a transmission cooler. It was a 4-speed. It wasn't a manual though, unfortunately. That's why I had a transmission cooler. I added that. I also had G37s on that car. I had Rays. I had a lot of different wheels on that car, and it was lowered on BCs. I had it lowered on Megans. I did the system in both cars. The Black Max from 2002 had the best sound system. I had EVs in the door, and I had a JBL in the rear, like 12-inch in the rear, ported box. That system was so good, man. Oof, oof. I miss it. And I remember I had a mid, was it Beamer? I mean, a 10-inch Beamer on the rear deck. And that car sounded so good, man. Oh my God, that car, that's nostalgia there. And I also did 300ZX, 300ZX BBK on that one too. I did originally the 6th gen caliper and rotor upgrade, because you know you can put the larger rotors and bigger BBK off the 6th gen on the 5.5 Maximas, and then I went to the 300ZX on those two because it was just better. So yeah, man, those are good days, man. Those are good days. Okay, cool. Sipping on some Henny. Nah, no Henny here, Lamar, but yo, it's happy hour, brother. It's happy hour. So, bro, I just got a 2014 Q50 all stock. What should I do first? Maintenance. Just change the transmission fluid. It's the drain and fill. That's the first thing I recommend. After that, you got to pick and choose what you want. Performance. You got full CATBACK exhaust if you like sound. You can also do high flow cats, test pipes. That's all exhaust and sound there. You can do aesthetics such as coilovers and wheels. It's really what you want to pick and choose. Aesthetics first, sound, performance is really up to you. That's why those questions are really generic when you guys say it. No disrespect, but it's like sometimes very generic for me to answer, because it's like, what should I do first? And it's like, I'm a performance guy, so I would want to do performance first. But some guys want to do aesthetics first. You know, if you really care about looks, just add bags and wheels and call it a day. Like, you know. Can you explain what the difference of E30, E50, and E85 is? Wait. Okay, that basically means the higher E85 content or ethanol content to the fuel. So 91, 93 fuel will come to about 10% ethanol fuel. And when you run E85, the content is usually all the way up to damn near 100%. How thick? 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I just have to go answer my bell. I'm not going anywhere. 1 second. I'm back. Don't beat up on me. So it just depends on how much ethanol is to the fuel. All right, guys. Diamond. All right. I recently got 18-inch RPF ones on my Q50. I'm definitely feel a difference in driving. I had RPF ones on my G35X. I had 19 by 10.5. I believe it's 35 offset. I forgot. Remember what it was? Those wheels are super freaking light. They're about 19 pounds each. They are super light, and you pair those up with some lightweight tires. Yes, there is something called lightweight tires. All tires are designed differently. So the reason why I went with BARUM Bavaria's tires is the tire weight is 24 pounds, and they're extra load. So they're super light tires with the tire and wheel setup. I love them. I love them a lot. But the only issue that I ran into with the RPF ones is I didn't use those tires. I went with like a Dunlap tire. And when I hit potholes, understand this, even if you get real wheels, guys, and depending on the cast they make them out of, they can still break. So those wheels ended up cracking on me. They didn't destroy or explode, but they definitely did crack, and it did piss me off that happened. All right, guys, let me just rush through the questions. Boo's putting in the work. I feel everybody in Infinity's channels below. Thank you, man. Diamond, what's going on? My sound system is Fast Intentions. Yes, yes, yes. I don't listen to my vote. Yeah, just be careful. Be careful, baby. Don't trip now. Don't trip. Bear with me, guys. Um, okay, cool. Sound like a beast. Okay, cool. Gemini, Y pipes. Okay, yeah. All right, after custom sound. Boost, you're a real pioneer for the VR30 platform. I convinced my old brother to get a Q60, and he loves the power compared to his Hondas. Well, Victor, I'm just being honest. You're coming from a Honda there. You're coming from a Honda, so you'll be surprised that power becomes addictive. But at some point, I believe what is usable power. Like I love Hellcats. I think they're great cars, but it still needs to be usable power at a stoplight right now, your 500 horsepower Q50 Q60 could take off and not give you really no issue. It's going to be good in the street. But other cars that are rear drive or may have just inferior drivetrains may not have the same experience. But you know what? That's what makes some American cars fun as fuck to drive. And I said fuck because when I drive my friends 5.0 Mustang 6-speed manual, it's a party. It is a party. I don't know if you ever guys ever driven some of these cars. It's a party. It's an experience. When I drive my other friends, when he had his old 392 6-speed manual, that car was comfortable. It was a party too, but not the same like the Mustang, but it was super freaking comfortable. And I see why people get those cars. These cars are for different purposes. You know, they're all for different purposes. Let me speed up, guys. I'm be with you guys for another half an hour, so I gotta hurry up and blow through the questions. Thanks a lot. Gemini performed YPIPE. Okay, cool. After 2 custom sound systems stolen in my driveway. Damn, John, I'm sorry, man. I quit spending money on a sound system and moved to New Hampshire. Well, I mean, it could have been where you lived in my Massachusetts, but it is what it is. New Hampshire's COVID rate is super low up there, right? So I think you guys are probably back to normal up there. In New York City, it's still restricted on everything. Do you know any manufacturers or car owners with full titanium exhaust? Peck, I think you're the only one. I barely know anybody with full titanium exhaust. John, I live in New Hampshire too. Nice to see a fellow Infinity owner. I used to complete in ISA, okay, 111 out of. Okay, so I'm not too positive what IASCA is, but I assume it's some kind of a car, car race or competition. But that's nice if you finished. Well, you said 11 out of 11. Oh, you won 11 out of 11. I thought you said you came out 11th place out of 11 people. But that's good, bro. Congratulations, man. You can get a full camera VR for like 5K. Recommend trans cooler for 7-speed. There's off the wall. There's really no aftermarket trans cooler from what I know for the Q50, but it can be definitely done with any universal kit as long as you know the hosing size and if you can just bolt it up or make a bracket for the front side. So you have STILLEN with their transmission coolers, and you have eBay who have different brands on, or Hayden. Hayden's a very big brand that makes transmission coolers. You just got to be able to know the hosing size, and it can be done. You could either run it from the transmission to the transmission cooler. Usually the transmission cooler is at the bottom of the radiator. That's usually how it runs. And or on the Q50, what I realized is that it has a heater too. So it actually uses the engine coolant to heat the transmission cooler to the transmission. So you can delete that too or plug that off, and then you can run either it in line with the front or bottom radiator and then have a separate smaller cooler at the front by the grill, or you can choose to just bypass that cooler at the bottom radiator completely and just have one to the front, sit up to the front. Just next time you take a look, just take a look and see how the transmission lines run, and you'll know what I'm talking about. From who? Not CATBACK system or full CATBACK. Cool. Okay, pet. Mishimoto. Okay, cool. Mishimoto. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I never had 4Ss. When I used to work for BJ's Wholesale Club, we sold Michelin brand tires. So they didn't have the 4Ss out that time, but I assume the 4Ss are really, really good. We want to see Shorty now. Yeah. Come on, y'all trying to judge me? I came from the 8th Gen S side to a Q50. Man, You could go back to Honda. Hondas are great. K series motors are amazing. I like Hondas. I do. I like Hondas. Do I see myself buying a Honda? Even the NXX is overpriced. The engineering is amazing, but those cars aren't selling because no one wants them. 1200 all-wheel drive. Oh, wow, that's not usable. I mean, there's some people's cars that could be that fast, but the 1200 all-wheel drive horsepower is insane. Y'all know what we mean. Those torquey cars on the street. Okay, cool. I gotta go through these questions: sound quality, competition. Um, Yo, on video, if you guys are watching right now, you know what I'm gonna do? I've been told this a few months ago. Hopefully, I remember. If you guys can, for the people that are watching, send me a clip of your exhaust setup on 2 social medias: boostinmotion on IG and boostinmotion on Facebook. I want to make a big video on different sound clips. Let's say from Fast Attentions, CATBACK, stock resonate, stock cats, or like ARC and got those. And I want to make a big compilation sound video. So I'm gonna probably put that on my Instagram so I could get people to send me their sound clips from either startups or even drive-bys. That's how the car sounds like it's driving by, or when the car is warmed up and some revs. But you guys have to send it to me at those 2 social medias, and you have to say the name of the exhaust, what you did with the exhaust, and that's it. That's what I just, and of course the name of the motor, either like a 3.7, a 3.5 hybrid, or a VR30. Doesn't matter if it's a Red Sport or a 3.0T. Doesn't matter, or even the 2.0T. I want to make a large video about this because people always ask me how does it sound like, and I realize, and I'll definitely put your guys Instagram there, or maybe your email or social media, or just shout you out by your name. If it's just John, but yo, John's blah 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 car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just super appreciative if you guys want to do that. Hopefully you guys remember. You don't have to do it now, but and I'm gonna remind you guys within the next week, like, yo, listen guys, I'm gonna give you guys like 2 weeks to get the sound clips together and just send them to me, short clips, and I'm gonna make a big compilation video so you guys can pick from. And I think that'll be great for the community. Oh, thank you, Twan. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. And you know what? I'm doing great, man. And I'm running out of some margarita mix here. Well, margarita actually. And I'm gonna be with you guys for another 25 minutes. Roll me a shot. Super appreciative of that. All right. Whew. Where I'm at now? Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Those torquey cars. Okay. Sound quality. V8 no replacement for displacement. Roll drive equals sideways. International audio show. Okay. I know what you're talking about when it comes to sound systems. Are all heat exchangers pretty much the same for the VR30? No. When you go with a larger heat exchanger, it adds more thermal capacity, which means it adds more fluid to the system, which is good, more consistent. But also when you have a wider frame or bigger frame or wider area heat exchanger, that allows the coolant to have as much access to the outside air to cool it down. It's just more surface area to cool down. So usually the bigger the heat exchanger, the better, as I would say. But all the heat exchangers on this platform are all one pass, which means that it comes from one end and goes out the other end. Other heat exchangers for other manufacturers sometimes have 2 to 3 passes, which is actually more complicated and more expensive, but it's pretty dope. But I don't think we need 2 or 3 passes. 1 second. Makes a titanium exhaust for our cars. Not sure if they make it. The ARC is okay. $8,000. Wow. $8,000 for CATBACK is a lot. TI exhaust looks like it was CATBACK because titanium superior. Period. Exhaust setup compilation is cool. Those clips would help our lab boost. I'm trying to decide what CATBACK to put on my 3.0T. I paid $4K, haven't installed it yet, but waiting. Peck, it better sound good. It better sound good because you show me how it looks. It looks amazing. GT, okay, cool. Makes 2,000 horsepower. What wheel horsepower should I expect on the 93 tune? ECU 10. Okay, so pretty much full bolt-on on 93 fuel. You should wait. You will be close depending on elevation. If you get tuned right now in the summer, you'll probably make like 430, 440. close to 450. If you're getting tuned, let's say more in the fall and winter, it'll be a lot higher because the charger temps and or your cooling temps will be a lot cooler. But you should be somewhere between 430 to 450 horsepower. That is pretty much consistent for lower downpipes, catback, and heat exchangers. Blow valves don't add power; they just allow it to alleviate excess boost. That's all. John, I live right down the road from. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys live pretty cool. I mean, yeah, listen, I like that other fellow Infinity brothers could definitely meet up and talk car shit. I like that. Juan, bro. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you all. I appreciate that, man. I should put that on a shirt, but I like these shirts more, the gimmick shirts. I think these sell a lot more. They definitely have. Thank you. Thanks, bro. Peck. I have a ISR resonator test pipes, YPIPE, MIDPIPE, and ready single exit. That means, Quan, that means it sounds good. Because single exits on the 3.0 and the 3.7 sound good. My OCD, I just start shaking though, because I'm like, oh God, no, it's just going to one side. But they sound amazing. And I believe, as my opinion, that going single exit actually gives you a bit more top end. But this is just my opinion. I would assume because you're pushing up, you're keeping exhaust velocity up. But, this is just my opinion. Thank you, Peck. I appreciate that, man. I'll take another shot. I ain't got really much liquor left, but it is what it is. It's happy hour somewhere, right? Damn it. What did John say? John said week after next. My pure. Okay, cool. Okay. If anyone's installing turbos in the all-wheel drive, make sure you install the front LSD since the labor is almost free. They do make a front LSD option for this car, right? They do, right? But doesn't the GTR? I've read. I think shout out to Kadro. I've read that the front LSD, our front differential is pretty much the same as a GTR. But I don't know how true that is. That's awesome, John. My buddy actually is a mechanic there. Maybe I'll see your car if you stop by the shop. Okay, Victor, can we get a Tommy on a 3.0T? Yes, Victor, of course you can. Just buy the muffler itself, or you can even buy the single exit. Like, let's say you went and bought the 370Z1. I just want you guys to know it can be done. The architecture of the Q50, G37, and 370Z are very similar. So most of the time, the YPIPE is the same, and the MIDPIPE is slightly different lengths. But because it's a single exit, everything is basically going to bolt right up. Because I believe the Tommy comes right off the YPIPE. You just probably have to extend it a little bit. It can be done. It's not hard. Just find someone selling it, take it to a welder. They'll probably have to add in a little bit more pipe. And that's it. The hangers probably go to the same exact place. If not, they'll re-weld the hanger for you. It ain't gonna be crazy. It's not rocket science for a single exit. You have to drop the motor to install the front LCD. Yeah, I'll try single exit on the HR for fun. I have super cheap exhaust shop near me. I'm telling you, Arthur, single exits sound good. But me being an older guy, this is what I would say. Add a resonator, please. Don't make it straight pipes, HR or VQ. Oh my God. Straight pipe? Straight pipe VQs just make my skin crawl. It's just too much. Just make sure that you add resonators to it. You can add up to 2 to 3 resonators to it, and make sure that your AXLEBACK or the muffler is an actual muffler, not just not pipe in a tip. Please do not do that to the VQ community. Please. It will sound good though. It will sound amazing. Please don't do it to us. All right. Yo, you found a food spot? Give me a second, guys. You found the food spot? I don't know, some chicken wings, man. Like, you know the deal. Give me a second. I'm talking to my lady, guys. All right. Let me see, guys. Okay, cool. They do sound amazing. Took a while to get raspy noise out of the exhaust, but resonators will do the trick and won't. Okay, cool. Right. Show her. All right, babe. You got your hair done, right? All right. So these guys are saying they want to see my shorty. So come in. Come on, man, bruh. Really? All you have to do is just stick and say hi, and that's it. That's all. You gotta be shy. They're not gonna hear you. I know you got no makeup on. Just go like this, hi, and that's it. Don't right here. Oh, shit. Just don't look fat. Wow. just go high and that's it, babe. Don't gotta do it. Just go high. Yeah, that's it. See, you did it. You see, you feel better now? It's margarita mix. I don't got no more liquor though. I got some more. You got tequila on you? I'll bring that. All right, give me a second, guys. Bear with me. Okay, cool. I'll replace. This is bad. She making me an alcoholic on video, guys. Well, there goes my. Whoa, this thing is strong. What is this? Tequila. Which tequila? Jose Cuervo. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I'm still gonna be here with you guys for another 19 minutes. Wow. All right, I'm gonna get freaking screwed. This happy hour, guys. It's happy hour if you gotta be drinking with me. So I'm doing the turbos and labor will be only a few hundred more. I mean, yeah, you gotta drop the motor regardless. So, yeah, shorty, I replaced my resonators with a glass back. Yeah, Arthur said hi. Stinky said hi. John said I feel better now. Sweet. Everyone over 30 is an alcoholic. Yeah, I mean, I'm 32. Not Jose Cuervo. Oh my God. Bro, you better stop me. Been waiting for you on Instagram. Yo, I haven't been on my Instagram for I'm so sorry. I have over 100 messages now. I have yet to respond. It's gonna be serious. I was so busy the last week and a half, and I never thought that I would have so much messages. I know everyone's mad at me now. So this weekend I am free. So I'm gonna definitely be answering all the messages. I gotta get back to posting pictures. I've been on vacation, so I've just been not really wanting to deal with much, and not putting the RT turbos on my car kind of made me sad. But I'm thinking about the better option. Okay, Jose Cuervo, please don't drive after this. No, John. Oh no, I'm not driving. Absolutely not. No, I usually 2 feet or Uber. When are they going to make new turbos besides Pure and RT? At Ruli, if you're watching, at this current moment, AMS is supposed to come out with their version at some point. And you have a company called Drop Bear LLC. Drop Bear, like bear, you know, like the bear that attacks you in the woods. And LLC, they're on Facebook. They're making a kit. So whoever comes first comes first. I hope Drop Bear comes first because it's a smaller company, and I like supporting the smaller guy majority of the time. And I know AMS is probably going to be more expensive, but you know what? Most likely AMS put a lot of R&D into theirs too, though. So I'm not coming at Drop Bear. I know they're a smaller company, but I just know that AMS probably put a lot of R&D into theirs. Okay, cool. Hustling. Okay, dual. Okay, so new for turbos. Okay, I saw the video on your Instagram about Koski. I still don't know what he has done to his motor. At Rand, he has RT turbos with E85 and both tones. That's it. He's running E85 with RT turbos. So he's probably he dynoed right around 530 wheel horsepower on a video on live. So power to weight ratio is very similar to stock Hellcats. So that's why he can go door to door with Hellcats. When you're on RT turbos and E85, yeah, you beat stock majority of stock Hellcats. I haven't seen anybody run a red eye yet though. Oh, shout out to Twan again, man. Wait, wrong. Come on, Twan, man. You just saw that she refilled my cup, brother. Like, come on, man. Like, there's nothing in here other than Jose. Like, what's going on? Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, do you recommend the Z1 Motorsports 2-piece rotors? They're relatively, I would say they're expensive, but they're super lightweight. You save about 10 pounds a rotor. And I can tell you right now, I've had non-sport rotors, and I had sport rotors. When I went into the sport rotors and sport calipers, it took away some of the, I would say even though I have electric steer, right? I have electric steering, the car does feel a little different on the front end. I don't know if it's a placebo, but knowing that you can lighten up the car when it comes to sprung weight, definitely I would recommend going with the front ones because it's such a big, substantial gain. The rear ones, on the other hand, the gain is only between, I think, 3 to 4 pounds or a little less than that. I don't really see the back ones being very, very beneficial. especially if they're the drive wheels. But the front wheels, definitely, I would recommend it. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Peck. AMS will get the garage with the RS. Okay, cool. What do you think about Enthusiast POV new car? Shout out to him for making up. Yo, Enthusiast, first thing, I just want you guys to know, Enthusiast POV is a friend of mine. Like, we talk pretty often during the week. I'm super happy for his progress. He moved 3 times in a year. He used to live in Michigan, then he lived in Dallas, and now he lives in Georgia, and he works for Z1 Motorsports. I'm super happy for his progress in life. And he came from having a Q60 to a G35 6-speed manual, which was his first manual car, to now have 370Z Nismo. And he works with Z1 Motorsports. I could see his car becoming epic. That car can become epic because now he has access to every single car he needs to get to for probably way less. And they'll pretty much tune his car to make sure it's freaking perfect. So I'm super excited for him, and I'm glad that he's one of the, I would say, poster boys for Z1 Motorsports. Okay, cool. When I drink, I don't drive. Well, okay, bet I'm going to go to the garage and look at the car for a few times. When you're really drunk, you'll be surprised what you do. But just don't get in the car and drive. I'm not driving today. Uber all day while I'm walking. Oh, wow, I'm started without me. Talk to sip and keep the party going. At Turbo, I'm only going to be on here for another 15 minutes, man. I have to go out really soon. But definitely, I'm definitely sitting here. Whoa, damn, wait. I got a few. Wow. Okay, shout out to Dre. Thank you, man. I'm in BX. When are you going to go on one of the meets around New York City? There was supposed to be a meet tomorrow, but it's all the way up in Connecticut, about 2 hours away, and I don't feel like driving that far. So shout out to you, brother. Thank you for the $5 shout. I had to take a big one here. And Rand, oh shit, Rand dropped a $10 piece on me. You just bought me some Popeyes, brother. You bought me 5-piece tenders. Woo! Can you not mix it this strong like this? Like, you trying to kill a brother? There's no chaser or anything in there. I guess that's why I was for you. Thank you guys for the donation. I gotta go back to the questions. Jesus Christ. Big moves. I'm going live next one. Drop more cash. I'm in BX. When are you going? Okay, cool. Kasi live up the street for me. My first choice was the AMS RS 600 kit, but they did not come out after a year of them being on their site. So Pure's got my business. Pure's gonna be good top end regardless. Like 600 wheel is still a monster, still a beast. And now when you go with bigger injectors, now you can actually turn the boost up even more. So there's still headway there, man. There's still headway. How many pounds do you think I'll drop with the carbon ceramic brakes versus stainless steel? Heck, they make carbon ceramic rotors for our platform. I didn't know. I wouldn't know that answer. I try to act like I'm a know-it-all, but I'm really not. But in this case, I wouldn't know how lighter the carbon ceramics are. But if money's not an option, do it. If money's not an option, but those are expensive, man. Those things are expensive. On RS5s and Porsches, they're about $10,000 to replace those carbons. I never really saw the sense on why we should spend so much on rotors, even though they're great, like great rotors, but they're necessarily used for the racetrack only. So if you're like a person that car spends most of its time on a racetrack, I see the sense in investing into it. But for this car, I don't see it. Like the rotors alone are probably as much as a G37. All right, let me see. Z1 5 points lighter, 10 point lighter. POV just got through 70Z. Hey, Boost, I just talked to Midwest Hoonigan. Yeah, he's at Z1, man. Great video. She's trying to mess you up. Plans on later. John, that's funny. Where'd she go? Yeah, she probably do got some plans, all right. But we gotta go get some wings first. Ruli. Oh man, shoot. Damn it. Didn't you already? I appreciate the shot, man. I appreciate the $5 shot. I told you guys since yesterday. We're gonna sit here. It's gonna be happy hour. We're gonna drink a little bit, and that's it. So once again, guys, this is like my last live before I hit 25,000 subscribers. I'm super close, but it is what it is. I wanted to hit it tomorrow, but it's okay. I'm perfectly fine. If you guys want to share some of my best videos, such as the race videos, with your social media, you can do so too to help me out. I'm super appreciative of that. But otherwise, I'm just super happy that I never even planned on having this much subscribers. Never planned for it. But now I'm here and I'm just super thankful. And we'll see where it goes. We'll see as it goes. And I don't want to leave the VR30 community. I love the VR30 community. So an M3 is still way in the back of my mind. I just want you guys to know it's way back there. Because this platform just, when you want power, you just need bigger turbos. That's all. I just want power on this platform. Just like Texas Boost Life with the YQ60 or YQ50. His car is fast as fuck, and I posted on video. And the thing is, he could have went and got any other car. He could have went and got a Hellcat and tuned it on the 85. But he said, I'm gonna do it on this platform. And that is the payoff that's so much more better. What's the name of the company you said earlier about the turbo kit? Really, the company is called Drop Bear LLC on Facebook. But their old name used to be called RJM. Yeah, I think it's RJM Manufacturing. I think that might be the Instagram name. But they made components for the Nissan Infiniti community. This is a smaller company, though. Smaller niche company. They have a CNC machine, so they make a lot of components with the CNC machine, and they have 3D printers. So this is how they get to mock up and make a lot of parts for our platform. So I'd rather see what they bring out rather than AMS, because AMS doesn't really care about our money. I'm just being honest. I might have AMS representative watching right now. You don't really care about our money. They have people go to AMS and they buy $40,000 transmissions for their GTR, and they buy $60,000 turbo kits for their Lambo. You think they care about Q50? Come on, man. Come on. I want to represent the little guy here. Nordstrom has not gotten their VR injectors out yet. Don't drop ceramic brakes. Yep. What's the best brand in your opinion for air suspension? I have no specific opinion that. Knowing that, what's the company that recently claimed bankruptcy? The one that everybody went to, Airlift or Air Kit, whatever. What's their name? Not Airlift. The one that claimed bankruptcy this year. I don't understand why they claimed bankruptcy. That means they were not saving their money as a company. All the thing you were doing was selling air suspension kits and offering warranty. How do you claim bankruptcy after 1 month? Just 1 month. Insane. I understand the manufacturers were closed, but come on. 1 month you couldn't make it, so you claimed bankruptcy, so you could. Anyways. But I have no recommendation. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, Ruli, Drop Bear. I'm driving. Be careful, Ruli. My sponsor is TIE Racing and makes carbon and rotors from any car, including $9,000 for rotors. What? You could get a whole G37 for $9. You could a whole car. What? Oh my God! For rotors? Oh my God! That car will never be driven. I will drive it to the car show and back. That's it. That car would always be. That car would be so clean that if a bird shits on it, the bird shit will roll off the side of the car. Like, that's how clean that car would be. Because that is an investment there that, wow. $9,000. Oh, shout out to Quan. Yo, Twan, man, come on, man. I appreciate the donation. You don't have to keep donating, but I appreciate it, man. And, you know, Z1 intakes or 3-inch intakes. If this is for the 3.7, 3-inch intakes. Z1 intakes are good. Look at me. Z1 intakes are good. But it has been proven that 3-inch intakes do perform better when they get tuned for it. They've definitely been proven. So I would recommend 3-inch intakes. I believe admin tunings intakes are 3 inches. Inner diameter. Still trying to figure out how much horsepower this stock block can handle. At JM3 Morales, we don't know yet. We still don't know. The motor is taking 600 pounds of torque at the current moment, but it takes 600 pounds of torque at a lower RPM. We need to see if it takes 600 pounds of torque at 5,000 to 6,000 RPM. That's when the rotating assembly is really moving. So we don't know what this assembly really takes, and the only way we can never know is for them to replace the turbos with bigger brewskis. I'm talking about bigger units, not pures of turbos, but actually bigger units that deliver enough air. All right, guys. Will lower down pipes and catback add a quite a bit performance? Yes. If you do lower down pipes and catback, you will feel a boost in performance. Definitely, but Dyno there. AccuAir. Yes, AccuAir was a company. They were like one of the best. Is it money? It was money making scam. Which one is smarter? Buy after the new heat exchanger or auxiliary tank and water pump? To be honest, you can Jordan White. You can move as fast as you want to go with this. I would recommend do a heat exchanger first. The auxiliary tank, the whole tank that goes in the fender, I recommend that if you guys are racing this car. It adds more coolant, but I recommend that as if you guys are really racing the car, because the heat exchanger will do its job. But when you do add more coolant, it does add more consistency. But we know what? We like buying car parts, so I would recommend the tank. The water pump, on the other hand, is still an expensive modification. It's $500, and it just allows you to have better consistent flow. One pump is going to work a lot harder compared to two. But I would recommend heat exchanger. Brembo rotors, 800 a set. Must have tune for big board intakes. Yes, of course, you got to get retuned. Boost, my guy, link it up. LA family. Thank you. Shout out to LA, man. I'm getting tired of asking you. Haha, I'm pushing 404 with. See, look, 440 in LA on 91 fuel. I have remarked Muffler lead. Definitely want to upgrade my exhaust components. Can I piece together exhaust like low down pipes? Yes, the only other companies that you can piece together with their current setup is Rev 9. They sell a YPIPE and mid-pipe combo, and Tanambi. Tanambi sells their YPIPE and mid-pipe combo, but the Rev 9 is cheaper. All right, two more coolant long. Yeah, if you when you add more coolant, you keep the consistency of the coolant temperature down. So it's better for thermal capacity. That's what they call it. That's the science name to it. But more coolant. Think about a cup. If this was just a cup of water, and you put flame under it, it'll get hot, right? But if you had a big, huge jug of it in the same small flame, it'll take forever for that big, huge jug to warm up. So that's what thermal capacity is. All right, guys. So I'm about to head out. I'm super appreciative of you guys so much. I'm not gonna. This is the last live until I hit 25,000 subscribers. If you guys have any more questions, you already know where to hit me up. Boost in Motion on IG, Facebook, and boostinmotion@gmail.com. One last sort of shot. I'm gonna make Q60 supercar. I would love to. I would love for our Q60 to be a supercar. But this is it. This is my last shot with you guys. I'm super appreciative of you guys. If you guys want to support the channel, Teespring account below. I'm going to be changing the prices. It's going to go up $2 for the t-shirts. Two-shirts going to go to $19.99. And right now they're $17.99. So if you guys want to purchase a t-shirt that says only digs only period. If you guys want to purchase a Chases a Race. If you guys want to purchase Make Them Sell It, or just any regular Boost in Motion merch, it's going to be below. If you guys want to donate to the Cash App, money sign Boost in Motion. But otherwise, if you guys got questions, you already know where to hit me up. I'm going to take this last shot for you because it's happy hour somewhere. I hope you guys' families are safe. I hope that the federal unemployment gets extended, no matter what your belief is. At the end of the day, I'm just like you. I want to take care of my family, and it's not fair that some people can't even return back to work. Their companies are closed, their businesses are closed, and we're all in this together, regardless of whatever your religious belief is. No matter if you're black, white, red, orange, tall, short, gay, straight, religious, non-religious. At the end of the day, this is what we got to deal with, guys. I'm out. That's the 25K, guys. That's for 25,000, man. I'm super appreciative. I love you guys, man. Love you.